May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to another video from Kirk. Today's video is titled Home Can Be Affordable Again with One Simple Solution. So without further ado, let's get started.
So I'm just wondering, since you were saying that housing is a problem for a lot of Americans, there's, as far as I've seen, there's kind of two right-wing housing policies, which is one, we should reduce, how do you say, we should reduce...
Low income? Yeah.
No, I'm saying you should reduce regulations on housing, allow more housing to be built, and two is sort of that we should do government-funded suburbia type stuffs. What's your opinion on how we should solve the housing crisis?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we have to stop creating cheap money. So the more money you have in the money supply, money has to find a home, and money finds home in tangible assets because there's only so many tangible assets. So I'll prove it to you. This is why gold, silver, copper, the stock market, and homes are priced more, but they're actually not worth more than they were 4 years ago. So the price of it goes up more because we're creating $8 trillion every 4 years, artificially and boosting the money supply. So we have to get federal spending under control, something that Republicans don't want to do and Democrats don't want to do. And the Federal Reserve is just intent on continually pumping in cheap money into the market. So that's number one. Number two, at least in Arizona, we have to take back federal land from the federal government and give it to states, and we have to try to build out horizontally and not as much vertically. So I don't know if that would be popular around here, but in Arizona especially, the federal government controls actually the majority of the state of Arizona. So do you have a thought on that?
The one, I guess, thing about building out horizontally instead of vertically is that there's been a couple of theories posited around. I'm not sure if you might have seen them. It's that building out horizontally essentially means that the tax revenue in municipalities ends up being not enough to pay for the services that you're providing.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on what community and what the income level is, right? And what your social service demand is. But I think we would all agree that there is a cost to hyper-urbanization. And hyper-urbanization is very expensive. I think you get very bad politics for it, but you don't have to agree with that. You get very dense populations. You get hyper-radical ideas. You get a lot of homelessness and a lot more crime. I think that every single person in this audience should be able to own property, have kids if they want, and get married if they want. Those things are increasingly out of reach for a generation. So it's not like, I don't think we have to overcomplicate the housing situation. I think we'd also agree on this, that if you are an asset manager with assets under management, with over $100 billion asset under management, you should not be able to buy single-family homes and rent them back to people. So that's a huge problem, is Blackstone is coming in, purchasing single-family homes and renting them back. I think that's a huge problem.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think I agree with him when he said we should build horizontally, not vertically, because you'll be able to contain a whole lot of people instead of just building single houses everywhere. And we need to make housing a bit cheaper because it's not easy. The price of housing, let's say 40 years ago, or even 10 years ago, is way different from it now. Even the price of land, unlike American, that government who owns some of the lands in my continent, is like we have like the land being owned by, majority of the land being owned by citizen, and you can sell it at your price, like whatever price you deem fit, you can sell your land. If you don't want to buy, someone else is willing to buy the land. And the thing is, like, land is becoming so much expensive that now you find it difficult to even get. If you want to get land, you have to go to the remote side and you get land for cheaper price. But you see, imagine you get a land in, let's say, in the capital city of, let's say, Nigeria, and now you want to build in it. Let's say the price of the land is like, let's say, 30% of the cost of you building. Now you have to build. Now, let's say you're building it for rental. The cost of rental is going to go up because now you want to make back your money at the shortest possible time. So that is why I feel housing is becoming more and more expensive. So if governments can intervene, make some of these things a bit cheaper for us, so that at least we can, like a whole lot of people are graduating school every year, you see. They want to live independently. They want to start making families. They want to get married. So if after school, trying to pay your student loan and you are still struggling with accommodation, it's like we'll just end up, using everything we are working for to keep on, taking care of ourselves, or keep on, taking care of our basic needs without even saving. And that is not the kind of life we want to live. Because if that is how we are living, then we can't bring any children into this world, because now we are afraid. We can't even take care of our basic need. Then what's the point bringing extra, baggage? So I just feel like I don't know how the government to do it, but if they can make housing a bit cheaper, I think what I've seen government doing in Africa is they build houses horizontally and slash the price of rental, so that at least the normal common man, or let's say civil servants, can rent a place and get somewhere for themselves. And I think it has been helping, because when you build a house and you see that no one is coming to rent a place, you slash down the price so that you get tenants. So if governments can come in and make the competition there, I think it will make things a bit easy. Anyway, I enjoyed this conversation between Charlie and this guy over here. They did an excellent job, and I just feel like I've learned a lot from them. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember, bless.